Hello everyone, I'm back, and today I'm here to maximize your fear. So far, 2023 has been a year filled with many strange things caught on trail cams. From weird unidentified creatures to killers and to many other unexplainable phenomena. So today I decided to highlight some of the most chilling and downright horrifying creatures caught on trail cameras this year. So grab your maximum fear coffee mugs and allow your fear to be maximized as we recap the scariest trail camera clips of 2023. This is one of the clearest Bigfoot sightings I've ever seen. It was posted on July 5th, 2023. The caption reads, "Unknown animal caught on camera in the woods." The person states, "At first I thought this was a bear, but then I realized it's definitely no bear." As you can see, the video shows a Sasquatch-looking creature hiding within the brush. Once it notices it has been seen, it quickly flees and hides. This thing has broad shoulders and appears very tall and wide. It appears much wider and taller than a human. If I had to guess, I would say, judging by where it's standing, that it's at least 7 to 9 feet tall, maybe even taller. In an attempt to debunk the footage, skeptics began commenting that it could just be a man in a suit. However, because it's so tall and so wide, most believe there's no way it was someone in a costume. Like, just look at the size of this thing compared to the tree beside it. It makes the tree look tiny even though it's a pretty big tree. Could this be real Bigfoot caught on camera? Finally, some clear footage of one of these beings. The following disturbing trail cam video surfaced in early June of 2023, June 2nd to be exact. The whereabouts of this footage were never publicly stated, probably to protect the habitat of this strange creature. Taking a look at the footage, we can see a trail camera is set up near the edge of a small pond. It was reported that this was in a rather remote area and that it was taken very late at night, so it's highly unlikely to be a human. A humanoid creature with something hanging from its mouth is seen crawling by the bank. It appears abnormally skinny and pale. The paranormal chick on TikTok has a page dedicated to the world of the paranormal, and she is very educated on this topic. And she states that this looks like the being's natural movement. She states that when us humans try to walk on all fours and bear crawl like that it's an awkward movement for us, but this just looks too natural. And it's unknown what the creature has in its mouth, maybe a fish or some sort of food that it caught. Some are calling this the cryptid the Rake, but others are calling it a skinwalker or a wendigo. If you don't know already, the Rake is a pale extraterrestrial creature with long limbs and sharp claws, and it has dark sunken eyes. But others claim that the Rake is not real and that this is a skinwalker. A skinwalker is a legend coming from the Navajos. It's a malevolent, shape-shifting spirit that can take the form of humans and animals. They attempt to hide and blend into the world, but they cannot successfully do it. But anyways, this footage has been shocking the world. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. The following clip here is very mysterious. I found the clip online and attempted to do lots of research, but I couldn't find anything at all. I did extensive research to try to find background information, but I couldn't find a single thing, which is kind of weird because I usually can find information pretty easy, and that made me a little suspicious. The video is of a man in a secluded area who seems to be communicating with an extraterrestrial life form. Check it out. Sadly, this video was released with no sound, which I assume it was meant to be this way. It was probably not meant to be heard. This video was probably not even supposed to be released. And it looks extremely realistic, leading many people to believe that it is authentic footage of an alien. I wonder what they were talking about. Hopefully one day the audio will be released, but for now, I guess we will just have to live without knowing. The being shown in the footage is what's known as an alien gray, which are supposed extraterrestrial beings that have been spotted throughout the Earth. They are often associated with close alien encounters and UFO encounters and abductions. Do you guys think this footage is real? Let me know in the comments. This trail cam photo comes from Argentina. Posted to TikTok by End Times Now at the beginning of the year, the photo is deeply chilling. The low-hanging trail cam shows a humanoid-looking creature walking through the trees. This was one of those picture-taking trail cams that snaps photos when motion and heat are detected. This was reportedly the only photo it took. Let's get a closer look at the creature. As we zoom in, we can see this thing is very skinny and pale, and it's hard to see, but its facial features appear dark and lifeless. And it doesn't have any clothes on, proving even more that it's not human. Commenters suggest that this is a skinwalker or some sort of other paranormal creature. This could be a skinwalker that tried to take the form of a human, and this was the result. It is said that shape-shifting spirits run rampant through the woods, as it is a very vast and remote place and they won't be seen by the public. But I guess they don't know that we have trail cameras now. Since the invention of trail cameras, lots of crazy sightings like these have been on the rise. We are beginning to see much more of this world, things that we never would have believed existed without photographic and videographic evidence like this. At the beginning of 2023, a puzzling video would be brought to the attention of the public. A father and son were out on a walk through the woods. They were just walking along the path, enjoying the nature, when suddenly the son looked over quickly and noticed an anomaly within the trees. The father then quickly looked over as well and realized what the son had spotted. And when he realized what he spotted, he grabbed his phone as quick as he could and began recording. The son points at some man or creature in the trees. They were both freaked out by this, and the father decided they need to get out of the woods as quick as possible. They fled and didn't look back. They didn't want to find out further what this being was. They thought it could have just been a man, but something seemed very off about him. Everybody in the comments felt this too, saying that it was a Dogman. A Dogman is a half-man, half-dog creature that is said to roam in the deep depths of the woods. They are alleged to be very dangerous and humans should not go near them. Lots and lots of people have reported having encounters with the so-called Dogman in the woods, making many believe in its existence. This puzzling video hasn't been seen by virtually anyone. A man named Leo was in a coastal city called Corpus Christi. It stretches from southern Texas to Arkansas. But he was outside when he noticed something strange up in the night sky. He sees what looks like a star, but it's flying around and blowing out smoke, so it can't possibly be a star.
Watch this. What is that? That just blew out some smoke. What the is that? Let's see. Now it's disappearing.
It appears to be some sort of aircraft, but not like we've ever seen here on Earth before. It's very, very weird. And what makes this even more convincing is the comments. There were at least 4 or 5 different people in the comments that said they had seen the same exact thing that night. One commenter saw it in DeQueen, Arkansas. Another said they saw it near Corpus at 7:34 p.m. on October 13th. This video was posted on October 13th, by the way. And another commenter said they saw it in Dallas, Texas as well. Another comment states that tons of people saw this strange UFO and that there are other videos from different states and cities near Texas as well. Because so many people saw this and encountered this, it's practically 100% guaranteed to be real. But the real question is, what was it? Was it aliens? Was it a real UFO controlled by extraterrestrials? Or is there possibly a worldly answer? The following is a photo taken by a trail cam deep in the woods behind a homeowner's home. Take a look as the photo shows a calico cat in the foreground. The cat appears overexposed. And at first you might think, oh, it's just a cute picture of an ordinary cat in the woods. But no. In the background, another pair of eyes are seen looking into the camera, or perhaps watching the cat. Many people were saying that this could just be another cat maybe. But when we zoom in and really get a great look at the pair of eyes, a slight outline of the face comes along with it. You can see the face looks otherworldly. You can even see a nose and mouth if you look hard enough, but it doesn't appear human. People are saying that this was some sort of cryptid creature that was spying on the cat, though no one can pinpoint exactly what kind of creature it was, because all we can see is its face. But whatever it is, one thing's for sure, we definitely were not supposed to see it. On October 26, 2023, a man would have a horrifying encounter while tent camping in the woods. The man wakes up in the morning after a good night's sleep. He stretches and gets up and gets ready to take on the day. He leans over and unzips his tent, but what he sees outside of his tent makes him immediately zip it back up and hide inside. A big bear is growling angrily at the man. It's obviously looking at him as its next meal. The bear begins to circle the tent, attempting to find a way inside. The man, all while filming the whole thing, begins yelling and grunting at the bear, trying to intimidate it to scare it off. Luckily, it eventually leaves him alone and returns into the woods, never to be seen again. Before fleeing, the man steps out of his tent and looks around intently to really make sure that the dangerous predator is gone. And sure enough, after a thorough look, the bear is nowhere to be seen. This is when he ended the video and then quickly packed up his tent and belongings and got the heck out of those woods. Most of these encounters like this do not go in favor of the human, but luckily this one did. If it would have gone in the bear's favor, we would have never seen this video as it would have been too graphic, or the man wouldn't have lived on to post the footage. But wow, a very horrifying and anxiety-inducing encounter. Just think, if the man didn't intimidate the bear enough to scare it off, what would have happened next? This video comes from NC Squatch Watchers on TikTok. It was posted on October 26th, so just a couple weeks ago. Here is their groundbreaking footage. In the background, a massive bipedal creature covered in hair is seen walking around. Its fur is dark, but not dark enough to be a primate, like a monkey or gorilla. And the footage was taken somewhere in the US, and the US is not home to primates, so it couldn't be. The caption states that this was filmed on a trail camera and it captured this creature towering over tall trees. The creature is freakishly tall. Bigfoot encounters have been increasing significantly over the years. Thousands and thousands of these sightings happen every single year in the US alone. And it seems like practically every day a new video or photo or some piece of evidence is being released of these creatures. People believe that it is getting harder and harder for them to hide now because of technological advancements such as the trail camera and security camera. But they still remain very elusive. Taking a look at an otherworldly encounter coming from Colorado Springs. A man was minding his own business one day. He was outside enjoying the nice fresh air and the nice weather when suddenly he looked up into the sky and what he saw horrified him. Way off in the distance were two flying creatures. These dark sea creature looking beings were just circling around through the air. And considering how far away they are and how high up they are, and you can still see them good, they had to be really, really big. These creatures circled around each other in a strange pattern. Some immediately drew connections to the Dementors from Harry Potter. Dementors were demonic evil creatures that soared through the air and terrorized people. Could these creatures perhaps be real? The man who videoed this was obviously freaked out and he still doesn't know what to make of it. And the scariest part about this encounter is that somebody else confirmed that this really did happen. A commenter stated that they lived in that exact area and they had seen those exact creatures flying through the sky at the same time. However, skeptics claim that these creatures could not be creatures at all, and that they are simply just kites. But how could they be so high and so big? And I personally have never seen kites that look like this. I don't know, but let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. A YouTube user by the name of Bushcraft Nick has many trail cameras set up throughout the woods near his home. He often reviews his multiple trail cameras and finds the best footage and uploads it to his YouTube channel. And this footage captured on May 23rd, 2022 is some of his coolest but also scariest. A massive black bear leisurely walks through the shot. This is an absolute beast of a predator. Just look at the size of it. And the way its eyes glow as it looks into the camera makes it look even more menacing. Even though this is a known creature of this world, it doesn't stop it from being scary. The scary part is the immense power and strength of these animals. Humans don't even stand a little bit of a chance against bears. They attack hundreds of humans every single year. So if you ever see one in the wild, be sure to stay as far away as possible. This trail cam footage will creep you out, especially if you don't like snakes. I'll let the footage speak for itself. The short video taken by one of Snake Man's trail cameras shows a rat snake. It slithers around throughout the leaves and dirt. It seems to be looking for its next meal, but luckily these birds got out of the way in time, especially the beautiful cardinal. But anyways, just such a fascinating up-close video. This gives us a real glimpse into the lives of these wild animals. This is how they live on the daily, just slithering around looking for prey. When they find prey, they capture it and swallow it whole. Sometimes their prey is even still alive when they begin eating it. And hence the name. Rat snakes usually eat rats and other small rodents, but they also commonly consume small lizards, frogs, and bird eggs. Another glimpse into the lives of the known creepy creatures of the woods. But now let's return to some more unknown. This devastating event was captured by a family's trail cam. It happened on June 28, 2023. At first, the video starts off showing a photo of the family's barn, along with their son riding a four-wheeler. Then it flashes to this. Only hours after this photo was taken, a massive and deadly tornado would strike their home. It ripped their barn to shreds and caused major damage to the property, but most importantly, everyone in the family was okay. It's kind of hard to see as the trail cam is literally being sucked up in the tornado, but it's very scary to see this. The video ends with them showing some of the damage that occurred from the dangerous storm. This really just shows us how devastating these storms can be. One moment everything can be totally okay, and the next moment you can be in grave danger. Weather in nature is very unpredictable. And if you learn anything from my videos, it should be that you should always be aware and prepared for things like this, and to know what to do in a life or death situation. Okay, so the following video is obviously not from a trail cam, but rather a GoPro. But the footage is so insane that I knew I had to put it in the video. I woke up one morning and got on TikTok for a quick minute before I went about my day, and this was the first thing I saw. One moment he's surfing, the next moment he's being completely body slammed by a freaking whale. My man took it like a champ though. He gets right back up and sits on his board and looks at the camera and goes, "I just got hit by a whale." Not a sentence you hear every day. This was captured by a man named Jason Breen on his GoPro Max camera. And thankfully, Jason and the whale both escaped this encounter completely unharmed. And luckily the whale in this video was just a calf, so it was much smaller than a normal whale. If this would have been a fully grown whale, let's just say it wouldn't have been as pretty. Even though I can't help but to laugh at this footage, it's still very scary and shocking. But hopefully you enjoyed that one, and hopefully you enjoyed all of today's clips. Alright, I think that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did enjoy, go ahead and smash the like button's mom. Let's aim for 2,000 likes for another one of these trail camera videos. And if you want to get to know me more, or you want to see more of my spooky content, you can go ahead and follow me on Instagram, Maxwell Fear, or you can go ahead and follow me on TikTok, Maximum Fear YT. And be sure to subscribe to the channel because only 4% of you guys who watch my videos are subscribed. And be sure to hit that bell as well so you don't miss when I upload. And be sure to check out my merch, it's in the description down below. Alright, I hope your fear was maximized. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.